So children, today our topic is lesson number 1, animals and their eating habits. Okay. Before starting the lesson, for your there is a warm-up activity in your textbooks. All of you open your textbooks. Take out page number 8, children. Take your pencils. You all must need to match the animal with their favorite food, children. Okay. Like a squirrel, a nut. All of you match from squirrel to nut, children. Then a monkey, a banana, a rabbit, a carrot, an elephant, a sugar cane, a polar bear, a fish. Okay, now coming back to our topic, that is animals and their eating habits. Okay, see children, you all see different animals around us. Okay, some animals they are big, some animals they are small, some animals they can fly, some animals they can live in water and as well as on land. Which animals are big, children? Like elephant, giraffe and all, etc. Okay, and which animals are small? Like cat, hen, etc. And which animals can fly? Insects can fly, butterfly can fly, housefly can fly, etc. Okay, children. See, children, all these animals will eat different kinds of food. Okay. See, for example, animals depends directly or indirectly on plants, children, for the food. How are they depending directly, indirectly? Like some animals, cow, goat, what they will do? What they will have? They will have grass leaves. Grass leaves are nothing but what? That is nothing but plants. Okay. But children, plants, what they will do? They are having the ability for preparing their own food. Okay. And some animals, so children, they will eat plant eating animals. Like who will eat plant eating animals? Obviously tiger and lion. What they will do? They will hunt the deer, they will catch its prey, they will hunt it and they will have it. Next, coming to some animals eating both plant eating animals as well as plants, children. Okay. Now, can you all say me this animals directly, indirectly depending on plants? Some will eat plants, some will eat plant eating animals, some will eat both plants and animals. This process is like what, children? It is a form of a food chain. Okay. This process is in the form of what? It is in the form of food chain. This food chain, oh children, it always begins with the plants and ends up with that animal. Okay. Food chain always it will begins with the plants and ends up with that animal. Now coming to animals classification. See children, animals have been classified into 3 main groups. Okay. What are those groups? Herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. Herbivores. What are herbivorous animals, children? Herbivores are those animals which eat plant or plant products, children. Okay. Which animal eats plants and plant products? Examples are cow, goat, etc. Next, coming to carnivores. Carnivores are what, children? What they will eat? Who are carnivorous animals, children? Carnivores are those animals which eat flesh of other animals. Okay, children. Examples for carnivores are what? Lion, tiger, etc. Next, coming to omnivores. Omnivores are what type of animals, children? These animals can eat both plant products also as well as flesh eating animals. They will eat plants and flesh of other animals. Examples for omnivores are what, children? Crow, bear, human beings, etc. Yes, children, we human beings are also included as an omnivore. Why? Because we all also have plants and we also have flesh. Like plants, what type of food we have? in plants like vegetables. Vegetables we are getting from where? We all are getting from plants. And flesh like meat, mutton, chicken, eggs from the mutton, chicken from where we all are getting from animals. So we also eat both plants and plant eating animals. Okay children. We also eat both plants and flesh of other animals. So we also included as an omnivore. Now coming to different ways of eating. Each animals have been are having different ways of eating children. Okay, their feeding habits depends upon the type of food what they are taking. For example, usually it depends upon their teeth, mouth and jaws. For examples, animals which gone. What type of teeth they what do you mean by this children? Gawning means what? Gawning animals are nothing but which are biting and having their food. Usually this type of animals will have sharp and long front teeth children. Okay, with the help of that they can bite hard food items like fruits, seeds and nuts. Examples for gawning animals are rats, squirrels, etc. Okay, next coming to animals that tear and chew the flesh. Animals that tear and chew the flesh, examples best I think you all got in your mind, it clicked in your mind, that is lion and tiger. This type of animals, what type of teeth they are having children? They are having very sharp and pointed teeth children. Okay, they are having very sharp, pointed and curved front teeth to take the flesh. They will take the flesh with their sharp, pointed and curved front teeth children. And they also have strong grinding teeth at the back of their mouth. In front they are having pointed and curved front teeth, and back side they all are having strong grinding teeth. This strong grinding teeth, what they will, in what way it will help for them? It will help for them for chewing the bones. Okay, it will help for them for chewing the bones. Next coming to animals that swallow the food whole. Okay, examples for these animals which swallow the food whole are frogs, snakes, etc. Okay, what these animals will do children? They do not bite or chew the food. Okay, they will just swallow the food whole. Like for an example, frog. Frog, how it will have the food? It has a long sticky tongue. With the help of the long sticky tongue, it shoots its prey. It catches its prey, traps its prey on the tongue, and it will swallow its food. Okay. Now next coming to animals that chew the cud. Okay. Examples for animals that chew the cuds are cows, horses, goats, etc. These animals will have sharp, broad front teeth children. Okay, and they also have strong grinding teeth to chew their food. Why they are having sharp, broad front teeth children? They are having sharp, broad front teeth to bite off the grass or leaves. Okay, and they also have strong grinding teeth to chew the food. Okay, now you all say me, what is this cud chewing animal? What it includes? Cud chewing means what children? Cud chewing is nothing but an animal. Like suppose example a cow. What a cow does when we take a cow for grazing, it will eat some leaves or grass. After eating, it will directly swallow that. It will not bite, it will not chew. What it will do children? It will directly swallow the food. Okay, and that food goes directly into the stomach. Later on, after some time, they will sit in one place and they will bring their food back from the stomach to the mouth. Yes, children, these cud chewing animals can bring the food from the back from the stomach to the mouth. After bringing the food back into the mouth, they will chew the food and they will swallow it. Okay, next coming to some special features of some special feeding parts of some animals, children. Like example, butterfly honeybees. How these butterfly and honeybees will take the food, children? They will be having long stucky tubes. They will be having long sucking tubes, children. Okay, with the help of the long sucking tubes, they will take the nectar of the flowers. Okay, not only this, even mosquitoes and leeches also have long sucking tubes. With the help of that, from any part on the other animal's body, they will go and sit and they can suck the blood from it. Okay, and for you can take your textbook. In your textbook you can see page number 12. In page number 12 you can see this, how a butterfly is sucking nectar from flower, how a honeybee is sucking, and how a mosquito is sucking from a human hand. Okay, see children, an elephant also has a long trunk, children. Okay, did you all saw any time elephant? I hope yes, you all have seen elephant. They are having a long trunk. With the help of its trunk, they will suck the water. And cats and dogs, children, how they will do? They will lap up milk and water. Cats usually, if you are having a pet as a cat, if you provide if you give a milk for a cat, how it will take the milk? It will drink? No, it will not drink. It will lap up. But with the help of its tongue, the cat will lap up the milk. Even dogs also lap up the water. Okay, if did you all saw any time earthworm, children? If you can see in your textbook in this picture, this is an earthworm, children. Okay, usually this earthworm is found on the mud, children. Okay, you can see it in a mud. Okay, this earthworm, no, children, they are having hole-like mouths, children. Okay, earthworms are having hole-like mouths. It eats the mud that has bits of dead animals and plants, children. Okay, in your textbook page number 13, you all are having activity, children. What is that activity? Look, all of you look at it in the picture and answer the question. Why does this animal not have teeth and claws like that of a tiger? Because which animal is this, children? It is a deer. Okay, why it is not having teeth and claws like tiger? Because it is a herbivore animal. Okay, why does this bird need a long beak? To catch and to hold its prey and to have the food. Okay, now next coming to you all have learned how about different animals, how animals are directly and indirectly depending on plants for food, and how the food chain is forming, how it is coming with how it is begins with plants and how it is ending up with an animal. And you all have seen animals classification, that is herbivores, carnivores, omnivores, and what are the examples for herbivores, what are the examples for carnivores, what are the examples for omnivores. Yes, children, and you all have seen different and what different ways the animals are eating. How animals are having different, how it depends on teeth, mouths and jaw, and how the animals are like animals which go on what type of teeth they are having, and what are the examples. Then animals that tear and chew the flesh, what type of teeth they are having, and how they are, what are those examples, and animals that chew the cud, examples, and what type of teeth they are having, you all have seen in this lesson. Now after this, you all must need to take care of the animals also, children. Okay, protection and care is very important for an animal. Like suppose All animals need protection and care today. Okay, if suppose if your mother, if your parents won't take care of you, if they won't see back of you, how it feels for you, like you will be alone. In that same way, animals also need protection and care. Like suppose I have said you all in second class that animals which live in farms are called as domestic animals, and those are known as domestic animals. Like domestic animals, so children, they are very useful for us. So we must need to take care of them. We must need to give whatever food we are providing for them. We must every day provide it in a separate vessels.